In 1943, Nazi forces occupied Rome, and a thin white line in St. Peter's Square marked the border between German-controlled territory and the neutral Vatican. An Irish priest, Monsignor Hugh O'Flaherty, stood on that line almost every day, quietly running an underground network that hid Allied prisoners of war and Jews in safe houses across the city. The Gestapo chief in Rome wanted him arrested or killed, but as long as O'Flaherty stayed inside Vatican territory, German troops could not legally touch him. On the streets, though, it was different. The SS raided apartments, tortured suspected helpers, and watched every exit, trying to choke off his escape routes. Most resistance leaders would have stayed behind Vatican walls and used couriers. O'Flaherty did something far riskier. He went out himself in disguise, sometimes as a laborer, sometimes as an official, and according to several accounts, even disguised as a nun moving quietly through checkpoints. German patrols were looking for a tall Irish priest in black clerical dress, not an elderly sister with her head bowed and rosary beads in hand. While they searched for the man they hated by name, he was already on the trams, in back alleys, and in safe houses, moving forged documents, money, and terrified escapees from one hiding place to another. Over about 9 months, his network helped thousands of Allied soldiers and civilians evade capture in and around Rome, slipping past German security that never quite understood how he was always one step ahead. After the war, the Gestapo officer who had hunted him, Herbert Kappler, was imprisoned for his own crimes. O'Flaherty visited him regularly, and years later Kappler converted to Catholicism, with the priest he once tried to kill standing as his spiritual guide. The man the Nazis wanted dead had used nothing more than disguises, nerve, and a city's back streets to beat them at their own game. Subscribe for more war and history stories.